How many of you have said things happen for a reason without a forethought or really taking the time to consider what you've actually just said? In essence, what you've just said is you believe in the law of cause and effect. Yeah? And did you know that it's also known as the law of the universe? It says that everything happens for a reason. There are no accidents. Yeah? Hello, I'm Caterina, Smillie, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, it's great to have you. If you're returning, it's good to see you again. Today we're going to cover about the law of cause and effect. I really want to explain a little bit deeper and simplify it and really raise your awareness that things that are happening in your life are not just happening. There is a cause of why you've received that outcome. And what part of, I'm going to go to your mistakes, your failures, have you taken the time to look at the cause? You heard of the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over the same way and expecting a different outcome. So in order to really stop that, we must identify what we're actually doing. What's the cause of that effect? This is something that I teach with every video. I always say, go inward, look deeper, rather than just accept what's happened and don't question it and move on to the next thing. It's so important that we be accountable. We really look at what actions we did. What was the cause of why we are where we are? Now, this is with anything externally in our life, however, also internally. When you're happy, what's causing that happiness on a deep internal level? Are you aware? When you're sad, are you aware what caused that sadness on a deep internal level? Thoughts are causes and conditions which affect your results, right? It's a given. And something that Brian Tracy says that I absolutely love. Everything you experience has begun with a thought. It's a thought of some kind, whether it's yours or someone else's. The law of cause and effect is so important to take into our life and really live by it. It's an important law. It can be the difference of you moving forward or you staying stagnant, and for some of you, maybe even going backwards. We must identify what causes the results. Happen for a reason. Why? Identify your why. If you look at failures, what's causing those failures? If you're ill, what's causing the illness? When I'm sharing all of this, it's not about looking just within your thoughts. What are your thoughts telling you about those? It's not about here. It's about going inward and identifying the cause of self. And this may be hard to own and be accountable for. But sometimes it's easier just to blame others or society for where we are. And that is not always truth. And by doing that, you eliminate the opportunity to identify the true cause of the effect. If we're busy blaming others or blaming situations or blaming circumstances, how do you identify the true cause in order to then learn what it is and be able to shift it or change it? Some things are really hard to swallow. Some things are really difficult to own. It's like I feel like I'm criticizing myself. However, for some of you out there, I feel there may be confusion when we say, don't be our harshest critic, don't be unkind to us. There's a difference when we are really being unkind to self and we're not taking action to shift that, when we're just beating ourselves up in essence. To own our truth is to say, you know what? I've identified the cause. I keep doing this, and every time I keep doing this, I'm not happy with the effect. In essence, the outcome, right? Now, what if I shift that, shift the cause, change the cause, and really do things differently? Will the effect, the outcome, be different? More than likely, yes. Because we already covered the definition of insanity, right? Which is doing the same thing in the same way, expecting to get a different result. So I'm going to use, because maybe cause and effect. So it's about the whys, right? Which is the cause. What are you doing here that's giving you the outcome, which is the effect, right? What is it that you're doing that's giving you the same result? If you change the cause, will you get a different effect? 100%. But if you're busy blaming external people, what you have, what tools you don't have, people, whatever, if you're not being accountable, then you're going to repeat the pattern. So the law of cause and effect plays a massive part and a massive role in your day-to-day being. Get comfortable owning your truth. Get comfortable going inward. Don't listen to this. Choose to go inward. Listen to the gut. Follow your guidance, your inner guidance. We call it gut instinct. Some of you like the word intuition. But if you are really saying things happen for a reason, there is a part of you that believes in the cause and effect. What you put out there is what you attract. If you put out lack, what do you attract? If you put out high energy, what do you attract? I love the law of cause and effect. I'm a massive believer in it, and I'm all about identifying the cause. So maybe you can see why it aligns with me so highly, right? And I love the fact that there's no accidents. I love that term. And it's the term that Brian Tracy uses. And it's just practical. So I hope that you gained something from today's video. And I want to thank you for spending your time with me, because I respect your time is valuable. If you got value out of today's video, I'd be so grateful if you liked the video, subscribe to my channel, and also click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload tomorrow's Cat's message of the day. Remember, you matter. You really do matter. Take the time, really find your truths, whether it's uncomfortable, which it may be, right? But as you can hear, I did a video yesterday on expectations, and today, again, the definition of insanity was expecting to get a different result. That word expectation, which isn't truth. Yeah? And absolutely it's not. If you're doing the same thing, the truth is you're not going to get a different result. Is that not right? So I hope you got value and you really do the work on you. Maybe do a list and really look at some of the causes maybe today of how you're feeling, what's happening in your work environment, what's happening in your relationship, and then look at the effect. Because when you can identify it consciously, that gives you the ability to change. So for today, take care.